Um, I thought it was a really good win. You know, our confidence has been a little bit low, and, and you know, when that thing got a little tight, that kind of crossed my mind. But we had some guys step up, made some big plays. We got an experienced team, and I thought our first half defense. I thought our first half defense, our detail, our combativeness, our discipline on defense in the first half was the best half of defense that we played. It created a lot of offense. It started our scoring, if y'all remember, started with a couple of defensive plays, steals, getting down on the floor, really big hustle plays, and I thought that kind of got us going, got the crowd into it a little bit, and I thought that set the tone. Wasn't as pleased with our defense in the second half. Of course, they have an explosive offensive team. We started our best three perimeter guards because they're so guard oriented, and I thought that again for the most part we did a good job. I thought we got a little bit fatigued, but again those guys can really score it, and we did a good job. Probably we kept everybody below their average except for the one kid who got going on us, Holloman. You have to give him credit. But overall, this was a win that we needed, especially heading into another four-game road swing before we come back home and finish four on the road. But we're getting toward the end, and we're not where we need to be, but we're not far away. And I'm real proud of them. I'm real proud of these two guys that are sitting next to me to my right and left. They provide great leadership. They're outstanding young men. Both of them played great today, and overall, like I said, just real proud of our guys.
Coach, with the last 8 games, I know you obviously want to win every one of them, but at the same time, where do you expect? What's your expectations for the team to be the last 8
Well,
games?
I think I know this. Good teams win on the road, and if we're going to be considered a contender, we've got to figure out winning on the road. First of all, our defense has been steadily improving, and we've got to continue to work really hard on that over the next couple of days in preparation for App State. So, but my expectation for us to win every game. We were, and I haven't even shared this yet with our players, we were in the same situation at Southeastern Louisiana one year, the year that we won our league down there, and we had eight games left. We were about where we were now in terms of league, and we won in the last 8. And 5 of those 8 were on the road. And so it can be done. And I think as we're growing as a team, we're beginning to put things together. I think it's possible, but we have to just take them like that year we took them one at a time. We got to just take them one at a time. And so our expectation is to win every one of them. My expectation, of course, in other games has been to win them. But you know, if defense travels, and if we'll continue to play defense, we'll rebound the basketball, and we'll cut down on turnovers, and I will say this: there was a gap tonight where we turned the basketball over, and it kind of allowed them again to get back into it. And there was a little deja vu going on from the Arkansas State game, but tonight we minimized it. Regained our composure, and came on and hung on to win. And again, they got going a little bit. I mean, those were some tough shots those dudes were hitting. You know, it's not easy with the 3-point line in the 30-second clock. You can't relax, and I don't think that we relaxed. I really don't. I think that we got a little fatigued, played the guys a lot of minutes, and we were a little slow getting to shooters and things like that. But again, you have to give them credit though. But my expectation, Hunter, is for us to win them all, and we need to figure out a way to do that. But you know, we still have a lot of our goals in front of us, and you know, there's still a lot of basketball left. So that's a good win for us today.
Coach, you mentioned Arkansas State. What do you feel like changed from Wednesday's game to today?
I thought our focus was really good in practice yesterday and this morning. It was good against Arkansas State. I truly thought that we played our best complete half, offensively and defensively, against Arkansas State in the first half. We came out in the second half. They didn't change anything. We didn't change anything. What changed at halftime of the Arkansas State game was our mentality. And I still, as I told y'all told you after the game the other night, I'm not sure what the situation was. But we had some guys step up. We got guys that pride in themselves, want to win, and they made sure that didn't happen again tonight. So I thought we played the second half. We didn't have that big drop off that we had against Arkansas State, and it was just a mentality. There was really nothing done different at halftime, or we didn't change anything in terms of scheme, players that played, anything like that. So we just did a better job. We completed the game.
Do you, and this is for everybody, is it, because you guys have been really good at home, not just this year, but the last 3 years, 35-5 is what my math comes out to be. Does that have something to do with it? You lose your one of 2 games at home?
Yes, you can talk to these guys about that, but certainly, if you want, you can. Our guys have. Here's what maybe some people don't understand. They don't just go out there. That you talking about. We have guys that are competitors. We got guys that have pride in themselves. They ain't trying to lose. They don't like to lose. And I think more than anything, whether it was at home or Andrew or wherever, I think it just stung because we lost, and I think it stung because they realized that, that was, we kind of had that game at one point where we wanted to have it, and that we may have let it get away, and that's not taking anything away from Arkansas State. They've got a heck of a team. Of course, they're leading the league, and but our guys have a personal pride and a competitive spirit, and that I think that had more to do with it than anything, and of course our record here at home has been outstanding, and but there's some. I tell you what, I don't think we should have lost any of the 5 that beat us. That's our mentality. I think it's ours. I know it's mine. So anyway, overall though, that I think it was just the fact that we got beat. They know we're heading down the stretch. These 2 guys are playing their last basketball here at Southern Miss over these next 3 or 4 weeks, and they want to go out the right way.
Jeff Tolley, since I'm not necessarily sure, I've been trying to follow you and Andre when y'all are both in the game together. Give me a little bit of who's the guy kind of leading the charge, the point guard, or y'all just kind of moving, at least trying to figure out who's playing on the scheme that you're playing against?
No, man. Coach Juan always talked to me and Curbelo before games, and actually he did today, and he put Curbelo on the one. So Coach once said that the guys who need to talk the most in the court is Curbelo and Denarje, because they're our leader. Whoever playing the point guard position is got to be the leader in the court. He got to talk. He got to speak to the team. Every time, and of course, so we got Narja in the court, man. That's 2 of the most important position in the pro level. So we trying to make sure that we have it done here. So next year when we left this play, we're ready to the next level. So I let Andre and RJ be the voice, but if they need me, they know I'll be there for the team.
Kind of wanted to ask, I don't know if that has something to do with it, but is there for Najee and Neff, is there a reason you guys are so good at home? Like, is there something different? I mean, what is it from a player's perspective?
I don't know, man. Of course, every time you play home, everything feels different. But like Coach saying, man, we are a competitive team, and we hate losing. And even though if we're losing at home and we're losing away, we don't like that, man. We go out there and we fight, We've been struggling a lot away, but we trying to figure it out, man. I don't really know what to tell you, I feel like sometimes we relax too much on first half or either second half, I haven't seen us as a team being competitive out there for like 40 minutes, and I think we gotta figure that out, and we're gonna be in a good position.
From my perspective, I think it's just a mental game. Like we said, we've been on the road, been struggling a lot, but also with it being a mental game, that in those games, like no one actually just beat us, like fair just beat us. We beat ourselves. We had a possession where we could have did things better, but we didn't. And when you have that experience like, you know that you're actually close to getting to where you want to, and make you want to keep chasing it and chasing it. So a lot of times when we lose, it's not the time for us to quit and make it want to continue to go harder because we know how close that we really are. How nobody else knows.
I mean, you guys did pick up your first road win finally. Does that make this next road stretch at least, you know, now you've seen it, you know, kind of take a little stress off the shoulders kind of thing? Whoever.
Yeah, I mean, I think our Najee Harris and of course Neff, they've won a lot of games on the road, you know, in their career, and so it's just you know, I want to point. That's why I mentioned earlier, Andrew. I want to point to our defense. If we'll guard at a high level, we're going to have a chance to and control the tempo. That's what we say. There's several things that you have to do on the road. You got to guard. You got to control that tempo. You know, if you look back at a lot of our games, of course, we go to Old Dominion, the score's tied with 35, 40 seconds left. They get a basket at hand one. Playing short a couple of guys that didn't even play. We go to Texas State. We have two calls reversed on us in the last 27 seconds, and then get a foul on the other end. Again, not blaming the officials, but two calls that were reversed that we, of course, after watching disagreed with, but there's nothing you can do about that. That's kind of life on the road. But I think if we will continue to guard at a high level, like we did in the first half, and rebound the basketball, we're talented enough to win these games. And we've been there. We just got to finish. Of course, we played well in the second half at Louisiana, our road win. So we just got to keep plugging. We're not where we need to be in any phase, but we also aren't so far away that we can't get there. So we just got to keep our composure, keep focused on the goal at the end goal, and keep getting better every day.
Coach, final question from me. I know you had said one of the most important stats that your dad had told you was about rebounds, and not only rebounds but defensive
opponent field goal
percentage.
Yep.
You guys, in most of your wins, almost in all of them, have been at a steady perception of that, either out rebounding the team or holding them under 40%. Is there something, you know, that's something you're trying to coach the players?
Yes. We don't want to give up. We did a much better job tonight of not giving up easy baskets. Where now, and again, if you go back to some of those games, some of them were just careless turnovers that turn into easy baskets on the other end. There's two things that are hard to have a defensive plan for: their turnovers and bad shots. And sometimes it's a combination of both those. So as we continue to minimize those things, and tonight was a good example. In the first half, we hardly turned the basketball over, or when we did, it wasn't the type of turnover that led to an easy basket. And we held one of the better offensive teams in our league to 23% shooting in the first half. I mean, that was a really explosive team. So that's where we have to be. We have to develop that defensive pride and mentality that I want to see us do it for 40 minutes. And if we can do it for 40 minutes, we'll have a shot in Pensacola. We will have a shot. Okay, but we have to have that mentality first because we're good enough. We're going to score points, and so opponent field goal percentage and rebounding tonight we out rebounding them +5. We like to be in double figures, but you know we don't have a real big team. You know we don't have our 3, 4, and 5 are all 6'6", 6'7". You know, and so we give up a lot of size. But not only do we give up a lot of size, we give up a lot of physicality, beef. You know, we're just not built like that. But Najee is in the, and I saw the stats today. He's in the top 5 in all of Division I in rebounding. So a lot of it has to do with desire and toughness and things like that. I mean, you know, he's averaging 11 rebounds a game. We need some other guys to improve their rebounding game. How does he at 6'7", not a lot bigger than many of our other players, how does he rebound that consistently well? Okay, there's an art to it. One, he goes and gets it every time. Positions, timing. You know, there's a lot to rebounding in basketball. But toughness, rebounding is a toughness statistic. That's what it's about. You show me guys that rebound the ball, I'm gonna show you guys that are tough.
Question really for Najee. I mean, this is your 12th double-double in the season. So, what do you feel has gone right for you so far this year?
Just sticking to the plan. You know, not overthinking, man. Just go with the game plan, which the coach give us. You know, I feel like they have the best game plan, and with the flow and trusting the process of everything, been working out itself.
Any other questions? All right. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thank y'all for covering.
Thank you.